My floor standing AC unit. Unit itself is pretty solid. The main issues I have and what I'll focus on is my problems with the exhaust duct and the window hardware. Exhaust duct I think should be longer. I don't think a basement install is uncommon, and basement windows tend to be higher up, as are mine. So this is pretty much stretched to its limit, and that also applies a bit of pressure on all these clips here, and these clips are entirely too small for the task at hand. If I even move this slightly, they will pop out. So, there you go. So this happens anytime I manipulate the unit and I move it around. It just pops right out, and getting it back in is a headache. And there's 4 of these clips, and you see how small they are. This is also very flimsy. And there's also, since I'm using the vertical adapter to turn this for the vertical window, there's another set of clips in the adapter which also have a tendency to pop out. So that's one big issue. On top of that, with this vertical adapter, your window can't have any sort of thickness around it because this won't fit. And so I had to stick a piece of wood in here to bring it out so that it would fit. It's a bit hacky solution, and it's not very solid as a result. I don't like that, but it does work that way. So something to keep in mind. I think this could have been a lot better engineered. Otherwise, the unit itself is great. So take that as well.
Securing this unit to the outdoors. There's lots of air gaps, tons of them, and very, very unhappy with this product. I was hoping for better. The level of noise is nice. That's on high. So if I go down to low, it quiets down. And it's not bad. It does sit at 60. It feels really good. You can have this swinging if you want. So that's your 60. But see, the orchids aren't going to be happy. Can't move this darn monster because of the stupid hose. So a lot of things wrong with it, and the fact that I'm going to have to figure out how to lift this thing off the ground and empty it is ridiculous. This should be a self-evaporating system by now. The technology's been out there for a long time, and I don't care what they say about this double action hose. This is just an atrocity in the house. It's just terrible. Anyways, that's what a $600 air conditioning looks like installed.
So right now, we're not getting the error message that says P1 right here. We're not getting that. But I think that's because I'm draining the water, as you see here, through this little tube at the same time while I have the air conditioner on. Now, I did this like how the manual said, and put this cap back on right here, put the cap back on, and I got that error message again. But now that I'm doing this, draining the water while the air conditioner is cooling the living room, I'm not getting that message. So, take that information from it what you will. I feel like the AC is all right. I would have gave it a higher rating if it was energy efficient and it wasn't so much high maintenance with it, because I definitely feel like this is a high maintenance machine with me having to drain water like this and constantly clean the filter. So there you have it. Peace.
Okay, here's the Midea or Midea or whatever on low and cool. There's the fan on medium. Here's the fan on high, which isn't too bad. That's auto, and I'll put it back on low. And then we'll take a look at fitting it to a screen or a sliding glass door. I used a piece of 1/4 inch poplar and just fit it into the vent piece there and screwed it in, and then put foam around the edges because my carpentry isn't the best in the world and mistakes were made. Use an open cell foam because it compresses better. I actually used closed cell, which was a mistake, and it doesn't compress very well. Anyway, I'm happy with the air conditioner. Pretty quiet, works pretty good.
My window, oh, you can't really see, but there's the foam. That foam above there came with it, and I used it. I just permanently installed it in my window. So, anyway, it's all right. I can't return it for something better because I bought it last year at the end of the heat wave. I prefer my Penguino that I bought from a big box retailer. I don't think I'm allowed to say the name.
All right, check out the mold on this. And right here, this is funky. Look at that, right there.
This is probably the best portable air conditioner I've owned. It's a Midea, has an inverter compressor, super quiet, not a lot of power draw, and it cools really well.